It's a cold Sunday evening in Melbourne. Right now, many churches around the diocese will be quiet. But not St. Peter's Bundoora. In the hall next to the chapel, around 30 people, young and old, have gathered to learn about and express their faith. This is Messy Church, a type of church that's been gaining traction around the world in recent years. 22 Anglican churches around the Diocese of Melbourne, both evangelical and Anglo-Catholic, officially have Messy Church congregations. But what exactly does that mean? While somewhat flexible in nature, Messy Church structures itself around its values of hospitality, creativity, celebration, and openness to all, with a strong Christ-centred approach to worship. Dorothy Hughes, the Diocesan Children and Families Ministry Coordinator, explains that at its core, Messy Church is about making church that little more welcoming to non-church goers.
Its structure was set up to be very welcoming, so the bones of it is that there's a welcome, then there's activities which explore the Bible theme for the day, then there's a worship time, and then a meal where everyone sits down together and eat. And people are attracted to that because it's not something where they have to know what to do, where they have to fit in to a form that they might not feel comfortable with. So it's very welcoming in its nature.
Dorothy says this format is perfect for making disciples out of non-church goers, with statistics from the UK showing over 45% of Messy Church attendees there didn't previously attend any form of church.
People who have never had any connection with a church before are coming to Messy Church, and they're given space to explore their faith. They're given space to explore what God might mean for them in their lives and in their families. And it's done in a way that is not confrontational for them. So there's lots of scope in Messy Church for people to grow and be discipled. It just looks a lot different from what people have traditionally thought of as discipleship.
St. Peter's began their Messy Church service several years ago and now hold it every fourth Sunday of the month. Glenna Southhurst, who coordinates the Messy Church at St. Peter's Bundoora, says the focus has been on young families.
A lot of the children don't get any religion now because, RE stopped in schools, and we can't have any sequence of stories or go into depth, but we find if we tell them the basic Bible stories, then as they get older, they might hear that story again and it'll just be a bit more meaningful.
For their part, the families are responding well too. Glennis says families with young children from other denominations and even a pastor and his family from another congregation regularly attend because of the format's success.
You just get to know the kids a little better and you have a little fun with the kids and you're teaching them a Bible story at the same time. So that's what I like.
Yeah, it's fun.
It is, isn't it?
It's really, really fun, and you get to do fun things and make things.
Sometimes even the big people learn something. So yeah, no, definitely it's a lot of fun.
It's really, really awesome.
The Vicar at St. Peter's, Reverend Jobby John, says he too has been impressed by the success of Messy Church.
I think Messy Church is one of the innovative ways in which a biblical message is imparted to little children. But I'm more fascinated by the fact that it's not only children, but the parents come along with the children to participate in the Messy Church. I think that's one of the beauty of this program. So I think this should go on. I recommend it for other churches as well because it attracts children in particular. And families, parents at times also make sure that they are part of it. I think it's beautiful.
Glennis says that although it requires planning, dedication and hard work from volunteers to make St. Peter's Messy Church a success, any parish can launch their own. For those who are still sceptical, Dorothy urges them to consider the spiritual needs of their wider community.
There are a lot of people in your community that you're not currently connecting with and who would have no interest in coming to your Sunday morning church services. So if you're looking for a way to connect with them and give them an opportunity to experience church, Messy Church has proven to be a place where people are comfortable to come and engage in worship and in exploring the Bible and exploring their relationship with God in a way that they would never be comfortable doing if you were just trying to get them through the doors on Sunday morning.